seen the pictures like this. You want to have these houses, don't you? That house in the neighborhood that everybody says, oh man, you've got those cool lights. But the downside is you don't want to have to pay those wildly high electricity bills. But we're in luck today because Marion Goldston from the Center for Eco Technology, you're here to help us decorate without breaking the budget. And you have some tools here that are really going to help us keep our costs down.
Yes, definitely. And I think the number one thing to know, especially as you're showing the pictures of all those lights, you can get lights now like this one right here. They're made with LEDs, so they save 75% of the energy and your bill just by plugging them in. So instead of using the regular old lights that break after 1 or 2 seasons, these things you can plug in, 75% of your bill is going to be cut. And these things are so sturdy, they can last 40 years.
Now, are they getting a little cheaper too?
They are, definitely. Yep. No, these can cost, $10, $12 for a pack of these.
And they're not going to break as easily as the other ones, right?
They are not going to break. They're going to last the full year. They've set the rate up to 40 years.
That's not too
phenomenal.
bad. You can get a couple of these and you'll be good. Because the other thing with these, one bulb breaks, you're toast.
Exactly. No, these last for a really long time. They're very sturdy. And like I said, just plug these in, 75% of your bill is going to disappear on your electrical bill for that.
Now, my new favorite thing is this. Now, man, tell me about this smart strip.
Yeah, the smart strip. These things are great. So these are really good if you're putting into either like a TV entertainment system or your computer system. So we all like to have our computer and our speakers and our modems and all those things. But when you turn things off, do you turn just off your computer or do you turn everything else off? Most of us
just turn off the computer.
Just the computer. So what happens here is you plug into the control thing here, you plug your computer in there. When you shut that down, it shuts everything else off. So all the other things that are plugged in there, they're automatically shut off. But if this is your entertainment system, which you can also use these for, if you need your cable box still, you have to have that going 24/7.
I use it as my clock, yeah.
Exactly. Then they can be put into the hot switch there that is always on. So you have that option of some things always will stay on, some things that are going to control when you shut it off, they'll shut off all those little things, your Xbox, your Wii's, all those fun things will get shut off. You don't have to worry about going in and unplugging each of those things. And that's what's called a phantom load. And when you shut all those phantom loads off, you can actually save $100 a year easy.
Seriously?
Yes.
So a phantom load is, let's say for example, I'm charging my cell phone.
Yep.
Purely having the charger in the wall uses electricity.
Yes, it does. So whether it's plugged into your phone or not, it is using electricity. That's called a phantom load because it's still got a inverter in there that's working. Same thing if you have a microwave that's got a clock on it, things like that. Those are all using electricity even when it's fully shut off.
Well, I'm going to go shut off everything in my house right now. I'm losing money by the second.
Excellent.
But if people want to measure how much money they're losing by the second, because I'm losing a ton as we speak, the kilowatt meter, people can use that to see how much each individual device is using.
Yeah, these things are awesome. So if you're not sure how much something uses, it's like you just plug it in and use it, but you're curious of how much it actually uses. So you can actually plug this into the wall, plug it into here, and then it will tell you how much energy it's using when it gets turned on.
That's wild.
And that's really great.
This is going to, I think, open a lot of eyes. If people know exactly how it works and how much money they're utilizing every time, that's going to really make people turn their things off more often.
Definitely. And the other fun things, if you don't want to get down there and turn your lights on and off for your Christmas lights, you can have timers that will turn them on and off for you. So you set that time and then it'll go on at 6 o'clock at night and it'll shut itself off at midnight or whenever you want to do that, so that you don't just leave it on all night because you want to fall asleep to the lights. It's so nice, but then it'll naturally turn off with having a timer in.
And they're surprisingly easy to use too. It's a push pin. Anybody can do this.
Exactly. Definitely. And the last little fun thing, this is just so easy and great. This is a little LED light sensor. So this is actually a night light. I've got kids at home, a lot of us do. So we want to be able to get around at night if something happens, if we hear our kid cry. But this has a light sensor, so it turns itself on or off whether or not if the rest of the lights are on or off.
It's a great idea. So you're not just burning through electricity all day long.
Yep, and then you don't have to worry about it. It's just plugged in all the time, but it only turns it on and only uses electricity. And again, very little bit of electricity because LEDs, CFLs, they're only using 75% of the energy.
So we have also some new lights right here. Now, is this a flood?
This is a floodlight. So people flood the lights their house at night. They like to have that big light, or they like to have it down showing the yard. LEDs, again, are excellent. And one of the things, too, with all of these things, these are great energy tips for electricity. The other way to do it too is to have your home have a home energy assessment, have somebody come in, look at your house, see other savings that you can do through air sealing, insulation, stuff like that. It makes a really big difference in our electricity bill and our energy bill across the board.
And no one needs to qualify for this or anything. People can just give you a call. We have the information on the screen right now, and you'll really come help check everything, the air sealing, the insulation, and you do a lot of tests that average mom and pop just can't do themselves.
Definitely. And I think one thing that's really great to know right now, we're right now in the final weeks of the home MPG program. So some of those towns that have that particular enhanced mass save, call today. It's really important to get involved today and get these extra incentives right now to make your home more energy fit and all these extra fun toys as well to sort of save yourself money and do it right. Still have the great lights, have all the great spectacular things you want to do, but save energy that way.
Man, these tips are great, but they're so good. I want to go over this one more time with everybody. So we have LED lights right here. They can save about 75% on everything. LED floodlights.
Yep.
And these are new floodlight bulbs so that they'll burn longer, brighter, and last for a whole lot longer, less money.
This is rated to 25,000 hours. So it's
a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours. It lasts for a really long time.
Smart strip.
Yep.
So this cuts down on that phantom energy cost.
Yep.
And then we got timers here. Marin, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank
if
you
you want
so
more
much.
information on these tips and so much more, just visit us online, mymassappeal.com, a little later today.